Good afternoon and welcome to the Breed Softball Park where the Lynn English Bulldogs are hosting the Malden Golden Tornadoes. I'm your announcer from Lynn Educational Television, Sean Donahue, happy to bring you GBL baseball. Starting off from Malden, Capless, the catcher. LeBoy on the mound for Lynn English, and Pinero at catcher. First one goes to LeBoy, a strike to start the game off. Pop fly deep into center field, right under it for Lynn English. Wearing number 7, Reynoso, able to get under that one and clean it out. A fly out for Capless. Kalidi up next. Kalidi wearing number 4. Playing in the shortstop position for the Malden Golden Tornadoes. First one up high. LeBoy Pinero losing track of that one. LeBoy with the pitch. Gets the call she wants. 1-1 count. English coming into the game with a 3-3 record. Their last game, a victory over Lynn Tech with an 18-3 deficit. 2-1 count here for Kalidi. LeBoy with the pitch. Check swing there. Might have been a little bit too high. 2-2 count. The pitch from LeBoy. Swing and a miss, and Kalidi goes down swinging. First strikeout of the day for LeBoy. The Lynn English pitching and defense has been pretty good this season. A lot of struggle up at the plate. Last game for Lynn English, an 18-3 victory over Tech. And we saw them play against Classical, a little bit different of an outcome. They've got Medford Wednesday. They're going there next. Seeley up to bat. Seeley the pitcher. LeBoy delivering a strike there. So 2 outs right now against Malden. Seeley hoping to keep it alive. And it looks like we got a 2-1 count. Could be off. Might be 3. 3-1. The pitch for LeBoy way out. So now a 3-1 count. LeBoy gets the pitch she wants, delivers right down the middle, and it was a 3-2 count. Seeley will go down looking, and LeBoy starting the game off with 2 strikeouts and a quick 3 up and 3 down. Lynn English going to come in for the bottom of the first. So at the end of the first half of the inning, 0-0. We'll be back. And we're back, bottom of the first, leading off for the Bulldogs, Pinero, the catcher. Pinero having a pretty decent season at the plate. English coming in with a record of 3-3. Their last game versus Tech, an 18-3 victory. And Wednesday, they're heading to Medford. So Pinero awaiting the pitch. First one a little high, 1-0 count. For Malden, Kaplis at that catcher position, and Seeley, the pitcher. Pinero drives one to the pitcher. Quick ground ball. Nice reaction by Seeley. Let's chuck that over to the first baseman for Malden. Ramirez playing at the first base position. So Pinero goes down with a ground out. Next up to bat for the Bulldogs, Reynoso. Reynoso playing at the center field position. Looks like she got beamed. And she's going to go to first for fun. So Reynoso making impacts defensively in the first inning and getting beamed here. And it looks like she's going to go to second. She'll steal second standing. Kate Johansson up to bat for the Dogs. Johansson having a great season offensively and defensively. Playing at the shortstop position. Drives one over to third base. Nice job by the Malden defense to be ready, willing, and able to clean that one up. Good heads-up play by Burns O'Neill, wearing number 6, to scoop that one up off the ground and chuck it over to the first baseman. So Ramirez getting a lot of work here defensively. Next up for the Dogs, Ariana LeBoy. LeBoy, the pitcher for the Bulldogs. Grounds one back to Seeley. Seeley picks it up, throws her out at first. So another up and down. That's it for the first inning. Lynn English 0, Malden 0. We'll be back. And we're back, top of the second, leading off for the Malden Golden Tornadoes. Wearing number 22, Ramirez. Ramirez playing at the first base position. Quite active in the last at-bat for Lynn English. A deep fly ball to right field. Flies over the head of the Lynn English defense, and she's rounding first. Going to have a stand-up double. Is she going for 3? Yes, she is. And she's going to stand up. So Ramirez comes in and gets herself a stand-up triple with a deep fly ball over to right field and flying over the head of Tiana Nguyen. LeBoy awaiting the pitch count. Sorry, LeBoy awaiting the call for pitch. Burns O'Neill up to bat for the Golden Tornadoes. So no outs, 1 on at third in scoring position, 0-0 game here in the top of the second. Malden coming in with a record of 1-6, hungry for a win. Their last victory over Chelsea. Last game to be played, it was a loss to Revere, and this week they got Everett. Looks like they're playing Everett twice this week, unless I'm wrong, which tends to be the case. But as these games go on, you notice good old Mr. Donahue picking up the slack. LeBoy delivering a strike there. I want to say thanks to those who are tuning in to Lynn Educational Television for Greater Boston League Softball. The Dogs are hosting the Golden Tornadoes. If you're watching on our YouTube channel, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell for more. Ground ball over to second baseman for Lynn English. Clean up quick to first. Going to try to throw out at home. And Ramirez able to get a run on the board. So 1-0. 1 out for the Golden Tornadoes. And a ground out to the second baseman. Burns O'Neill thrown out at first. Umel up to bat next. Umel, the second baseman for the Golden Tornadoes. And the Bats of Malden are getting a little bit more active. Couple of errors delivered up there by the Bulldogs. Umel able to get on base with a long ground ball that made its way out into the outfield. Hatrin up to bat next for Malden. Hatrin playing at that right field position for Malden. First pitch from LeBoy delivers a strike. One out right now against Malden. One on at the first base position. LeBoy delivers the pitch. High and inside. Gets her second there. Looking for a third to slow things down. The pitch from LeBoy, low and away. And we got a full count. 3-2 call here from the ump. Foul ball right in front of Pinheiro. She grabbed it a little quicker. She might have got the fair call. One out right now from Malden. One run so far in the inning. Ground ball over to the second baseman. Throws it in for a double play. And they get Umel. Hatrin will get on the base. So 2 down for the Dogs. One on, and in scoring position was nobody. Hatrin in at that first base position. Umel getting thrown out at second or on the force out. LeBoy gets the pitch from Pinheiro. Low and inside. That's going to be a stand-up steal for Hatrin. Hatrin, the right fielder for the Golden Tornadoes. So you know she's got some speed out there. Now we got one in scoring position for Malden at that second base. Hatrin hoping to be driven home, swing and a miss. What a cut. LeBoy looking for one more so she can add a third strikeout to her tally. Swing, ground ball, gets past LeBoy. Picked up by the second baseman for Lynn English and tossed out. And that'll be the third out of the inning. Abel gets chucked out at first base on the ground ball. And at the end of the top of the second, Malden able to drive home a base runner. That's Ramirez able to score. So English got their work cut out for them. We'll be back with the bottom of the second. Welcome back. Bottom of the second, Lynn English trailing as Malden leads 1-0 over the Dogs. Up to bat, Martinez for the Dogs. Martinez playing at that third base position. Pop fly, staying in inside the field. On an attempt for the catch there. Coming from the third baseman from Malden. Not able to get under it. The sun is high today. Burns O'Neill will be attributed that error. And Ramirez able to get on. Nguyen up to bat next. The right fielder for the Bulldogs. A little low. She's going to try to steal second. And gets there just in the nick of time. And it looks like maybe they pinched hit. I have Martinez on the lineup, but they're at second base. Wearing number 10 is Gracie Malloy. So Martinez up now. Martinez almost gets thrown out at first, and Malloy is going to take home. So Malloy gets in for the pinch prior to Martinez's at bat and earns herself a run. English ties it up here. And Martinez is going to try to steal second. And she's able to do so. So nice little steal there for the third baseman. Swing and a miss, and behind the catcher for the Malden Golden Tornadoes. And it looks like Martinez isn't going to only just steal third. She's going to steal home, too. So English able to drive in another one. Malloy earns herself a run there on the sloppy defense from the Malden Golden Tornadoes. So 2-1. And it looks like they'll send Neon packing with the strikeout. Anika Johansson up to bat for the Bulldogs. Johansson's first at bat of the day. Johansson playing at that third base position. She's had a couple of ground balls and challenging throws over to first base that's really worked out in favor of the English defense. She pops that one up into the infield. She's got an opportunity to get across first, but will not do it. Johansson thrown out off of the error. And that's the first out of the inning for the Bulldogs. I'm sorry, second out of the inning for the Bulldogs. Malini Sock up to bat for the Dogs, her first at bat of the day. Two outs for the Bulldogs. And Sock nearly avoids a beating there. Sealy, the pitcher for Malden. Capless, the catcher. Sealy a bit high. Sock takes advantage. Trying to control the pace of this game. Is stepping outside of the box. Maybe playing a little bit of head game with Sealy. Two outs here for the Dogs. And she'll take her base. So Sock will get on with a walk, and we're heading back to the top of the lineup for the Bulldogs. Pinero, the catcher, up to bat. And Sock gonna steal second. Kapla struggling to keep those pitches from Sealy in front of her. It's really cost the Golden Tornadoes here in the bottom of the second. Swing and a hit right down along the first base line. And Pinero able to get to first. And Pinero with a single off of the error. Malini Sock will advance the third, so 2 on for the Bulldogs. Reynoso up to bat. A walk in her first at-bat. The pitch from Seeley just a bit high. Kaplis able to keep it under control. But Pinero going to take the advantage. Hey, these guys are giving up bases. I might as well take a couple, too. So 2 on for the Dogs, both in scoring position. 2 outs here in favor of the Golden Tornadoes. Seeley looking to Kaplis for the pitch. She gets what she wants, delivers. Just a bit high. So Reynoso still up at the plate. And she'll take her base. Second walk of the inning. Reynoso gets on. And Kate Johansson up to bat next for the Bulldogs. Johansson playing at that shortstop position. Her first at bat, a grounder along the third baseline, thrown out at first. An excellent play by the third baseman out of Malden, Burns O'Neill. Another one in the dirt. Johansson looking back to the third base coach. What do you want, coach? She might be just telling her to stick around. Hang out there for a while. See where the next one goes. Looks like they'll give her a strike. 2-1 count if I'm mistaken. And Johansson, so I was 3-1 count. So they'll send one more in. And Malini Sock will earn herself a run. 3 runs on the inning so far for the Bulldogs. English won. Certainly the second inning here. Malden coming out, able to get one onto the board. 3-1 game so far. And it looks like they're going to take some time to coach Seeley up. So Johansson gets on with a walk. LeBoy up to bat. LeBoy, the pitcher for the Bulldogs. LeBoy with a ground out in her first at bat. That one slips away from Kaplis, but not so far to hold Pinero up at third base. Loaded bases here for the Dogs. 2 outs. Swing and a line drive along the third baseline, fielded pretty cleanly. In comes Pinero, and right behind her is Reynoso. So Pinero getting on. And that's 5 in the inning so far for the Dogs. LeBoy will get a pinch runner. And it's usually a Naya guy who comes in. Deep shot to center left. In comes another for the Dogs. Malloy starting this inning off strong and cleaning it up. See if we can get a shot on who the base runner was. I want to say Nyong, but I'm pretty sure it was. I could be off. Martinez up for the Bulldogs. Martinez was able to get on to first base, swing it along the third base line, and that's going to send another one in for the Bulldogs. An 8-run inning so far, still one in scoring position. So Martinez gets another single here as we work our way through the Bulldogs lineup. So Nyong up to bat again, a strikeout in her first at-bat of the inning. Looks like they're going to send Martinez. Martinez will get to second base on another steal. Way up high, Kaplis trying to control that one. Not going to be able to get in time. And English sends another one home. 9 on the inning so far. And we're only in the bottom of the second. Seeley delivers a strike there. 2 outs for the Dogs. Martinez is at third in scoring position. Young has to duck away from that one. Just inside. She's going to take the base. So Nguyen, who saw her strikeout in her last at-bat, gets walked here in her second at-bat of the inning. Anika Johnson up to bat next for the Bulldogs, low and inside. And Nguyen is going to advance the second pretty easily. So now 2 on in scoring position for the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs looking at a 9-run inning here in the bottom of the second. The pitch just up high, and the Dogs are licking their chops as Seeley continues to throw these pitches just a bit high. Kaplis doing a good job to keep it in front of her. The pitch, ground ball along the third base line, picked up and thrown over to first for the 3rd out of the inning. So that'll be it. Johansson won't get on in her first 2 at-bats, but the Dogs able to clean it up. Dogs leading 9-1 over the Golden Tornadoes. We'll be back with the top of the 3rd. Okay, great. Welcome back. 9-1. The Dogs leading over Malden. Chen up to bat next. Chen, the center fielder for Malden. And quite a second inning for both teams getting onto the board, but English with capitalizing on some of the sloppy field work from Malden. Just taking bases at will. Couple of stolen home plates. Chen showing bunt. First pitch, foul. 0-1 count here. LeBoy pitching for the Bulldogs. Chen's first at bat of the game so far. LeBoy with the pitch. 1-1 count. Want to say thanks to my crew from Ling Classical for coming up. We got Lyman and Joanna up in the perch. Happy to have these guys here with us. Swing and a shot down the first base line. Picked up by the second baseman for Lynn English and thrown out at first. Chen will go down with a ground out in her first at bat. And we're back to the top of the lineup for Malden. Kaplis, the catcher who's really been seemingly keeping the Bulldogs from scoring. Know that seems tough as we look at a 9-run inning. But a lot of those pitches up high from Seeley. And Kaplis, you gotta hand it out to her. She's doing a pretty good job at keeping it in front. Her last at bat, a ground out to the Lynn English second baseman. And Martinez at that second base position, been pretty active. Had a good heads-up play in that last at-bat to throw Chen out at first. Pop fly along the first baseline. Both players are under it. Both call it. Nobody catches it. So off of the air, Kaplis will get on with a single. Kalidi up to bat next for the Golden Tornadoes. Kalidi playing in that shortstop position for Malden. Showing bunt, foul along the first baseline. One out right now for Malden. Kalidi with a strikeout in her last at-bat. 1 of 2 on the day so far for LeBoy. Showing bunt again, foul once again. 2 strikes on Kalidi. LeBoy looking for one more. LeBoy having a solid season so far pitching. The Dogs right now are at a 3-3 record. They're boasting a serious victory over Lynn Tech this past week. The pitch from LeBoy just a bit outside. And Pinero checking Kaplis, who's taking a pretty liberal lead there. One and 2 count here for Kalidi. The pitch just a bit high. The pitch from LeBoy, just in the dirt. Kaplis is going to take advantage and steal second on her feet. Full count here for LeBoy. Can she throw the third strike? Pitch up a little high. And Kalidi will take her first base with a walk. Next up to bat from Malden, Seeley. Seeley, the pitcher. Strikeout in her last at bat. Seeley hoping to come up and gain some redemption. She's got 2 base runners on, 1 in scoring position. Capless with another liberal lead at second base. Dogs looking for their second out of the inning. Swing and the foul ball for the Malden pitcher, Haley Seeley. Catches are there. Second strikeout of the day for Seeley. 3rd on the day so far for LeBoy. 2 outs in favor of the Bulldogs. 2 on base. Capless in scoring position for Malden. And Coach Aldred going to come in and coach up her infield. Next up to bat for Malden is going to be Ramirez. Ramirez with a stand-up triple and a long ball delivered to the right fielder for Lynn English. Tiana Nguyen couldn't just not get under it. And that sun can be not so forgiving for an outfielder, especially along the right-hand side of the, left-hand side of the field for you guys. But for us, based on your screen, the right-hand side of the field, a lot of sun over here. So Ramirez up to bat once again. 2 outs from Malden. And a serious hole to dig themselves out of as they are trailing by 8 runs here in the top of the 3rd. LeBoy gets the pitch she wants, delivers just a bit up high. Pinero doing a good job to keep it in front. The pitch from LeBoy just a bit outside. Right where she wants it. Full count here could be the inning if LeBoy can deliver. Ground ball over to the shortstop, force the out over at second, and that'll be it. For the top of the 3rd, Malden with an opportunity to get some points on, but just not able to get there, leaving 2 base runners on. So we'll be back with the bottom of the 3rd. English still leading 9-1. And we're back, bottom of the 3rd inning. Lynn English still leading 9-1. Malini Sock up to bat to lead us off here in the bottom of the 3rd. Sock with a walk in her last at bat. She even earned herself a run, too. Bit of a change in the pitching game for Malden. First pitch is a ball. So coming from first base, going to the pitching position is Ramirez, and going from the pitching position to first base is Haley Seeley. Seeley with a single strikeout on the day and a handful of walks. But after a 9-run inning, you got to try to make your adjustment. You can pose bigger threats on defense. Sock showing bunt, and then seems like she tried to follow through with it. Ends up foul along the third baseline. And English able to run through the lineup almost twice all the way through. Strike there. Ramirez with the pitch, just a bit outside. Pitch just inside. It looks like she's got beaned. Another beaning here. So Sock will take the walk once again. Pinheiro up to bat. We're at the top of the English lineup once again. And Sock still second. Has an opportunity to go to third, but just really not looking. An attempt to pick her off at second base on the steal fails as Kaplis delivers that one up just a little bit too high. Pinheiro waiting for the pitch from Ramirez. Ramirez catching her hip. And that's certainly a ball. But more importantly, Sock able to steal third on that one. So 2 stolen bases for the second baseman out of English and 1 at bat. And a lot of enthusiasm coming out of the dugout for Lynn English. They are able to maintain an 8-run lead here going into the bottom of the third. Ramirez delivers the pitch, but it's just a little bit too far outside. Pinheiro will take her base. And Pinheiro, with a single in her last at-bat, will get onto the bags again. So 2 on for the Bulldogs, 1 in scoring position. Up next to bat, Reynoso. Reynoso playing at the center field position. And another wild pitch will result in a quick, easy stolen base for the Bulldogs. Pinheiro now in scoring position along with Sock at third base. Showing bunt, forcing Ramirez to come inside, trying to throw the runner out at home. Not delivered cleanly, and Sock will earn another run. 10-1, the Dogs are leading. 2 in scoring position. Reynoso gets a double off of the bunt as Ramirez is trying to throw out the base runner to home. Ramirez's pitch just up high. Kaplis doing a good job to keep it in front. 2 on for the Bulldogs. 2 in scoring position. And the Bulldogs are boasting no outs. So Kate Johansson up to bat now for the Dogs. The pitch from Ramirez up high. Kaplis pulls it down. Checks Pinheiro at third. Says, "Get back, please." Pinheiro, "Sure, no problem. You got it, kid. I'm on my way back. I'm not going to pretend I'm not going to try to steal home again, though." The pitch from Ramirez just a bit inside. Kaplis able to keep it. But Johansson is going to walk her second walk of the day so far. So now we're looking at loaded bases with Ariana LeBoy coming up to bat. LeBoy able to get on base in the last inning. The pitch far outside. Kaplis knocks it down and holds Pinero up at third. LeBoy with her second at-bat of the game. Looking at loaded bases. Again. Her first at-bat, she saw loaded bases. Was able to get a single and send two in. Off a deep drive to left field. No outs for the Dogs so far. Ari LeBoy awaits the pitch from Ramirez. And LeBoy will take the walk. And here comes Pinero getting in again. 2 runs in the inning for the Dogs. 11 on the day so far. And the Malden coach going to take some time to try to coach up Ramirez. Ramirez coming in as a substitute for Sealy, switching positions. Sealy now playing at that third base spot. First base position. And a lot to ask of a kid. Hey, we're down 8 runs. We're going to put you in the third inning to pitch. And Lynn English has been relentless. English right now boasting a 3-3 record. Their last game of victory over Tech with a romping 18-3 win. And their next game will be at Medford this Wednesday. 1 win on the season so far for the Golden Tornadoes against Chelsea. Last game, a loss to Revere. And they got Everett later on this week. I think they're playing them twice in 1 week. One of their games a makeup game, assuming. So LeBoy gets on with a walk. And I think we've got Martinez up to bat, but it could be Malloy. If it's Malloy, she's wearing 10. Another high ball. Loaded bases for the Dogs. 2 runs on the inning so far. Change up from Ramirez. Catches Martinez looking. So, looks like another walk. And that was Malloy. Malloy in her second at-bat. So another run here for the Dogs. Now we should be looking up at Martinez in the box. Martinez playing at that second base position for the Bulldogs. Kaplis faced with another challenging pitch. Able to retrieve it quickly and hold up Johansson. Anaya Guy, the pinch runner for LeBoy after her walk, that second base position. Loaded bases here for the Bulldogs. 3 runs on the inning so far. Martinez with 2 at-bats last inning. And her first here ends up being a walk. And a handful of walks. Another base runner makes her way home for Lynn English. 4 on the day. 4 in the inning. 13 on the day so far for the Dogs. And it looks like we'll get another switch. Seeley going to come back in at the pitching position. Ramirez going to head back to first. Loaded bases still for the Bulldogs. Seeley will take her time to warm up once again. We'll take this opportunity to say thanks for those who are tuning in to Lynn Educational Television here on our Comcast and Verizon channels. We want to say thanks to those who may be watching on YouTube and remind them to please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for all the up-to-date sports and events happening with the Lynn schools. I got our crew here from Lynn Classical, thanks to Laman and Joanna up in the perch today, bringing you these smooth and steady shots. A little bit of GBL softball here. No team is over 500, so both teams really hungry for a win right now. Lynn English has got to do a lot to mess this one up. And Malden's got a pretty solid hole to dig themselves out of as they're looking at a 12-run deficit. Loaded bases for the Dogs. And Anika Johnson up to bat. Tiana Neon up to bat for the Bulldogs. Saw that one floating around, trying to take one at it. Nguyen with 2 walks in her last 2 at-bats. Her first was a strikeout. Her second at-bat of the inning. Nguyen waiting. That one sneaks by capless. And the English base runners stay in position as they're not looking at any outs. Nobody wants to be the first out. And Seeley getting back into the swing of things. Seeley subbed out in the beginning of the inning, trading positions with Ramirez at first base. And now switching back. Seeley with the pitch. In the dirt. And another walk for Tiana Nguyen. English will drive in another base runner. So 5 in the inning, 14 on the day. Anika Johnson up to bat for the Bulldogs. Johnson delivers a shot along the first base line. 1 Bulldog gets home, 2 Bulldogs get home. So 2 runs on the at-bat. Tiana Nyong is going to be held up there at third. Will stick in scoring position. Malini Sock, the next batter for the Bulldogs. So Johnson getting on once again. Malini Sock with 2 walks in her first 2 at-bats. And Anika Johnson will just calmly stroll her way on over to second base for the steal. The least exciting steal of the day so far. Seeley gets the pitch that she wants there and delivers it with kindness. No outs yet for the Bulldogs. 7 runs on the inning. The pitch from Seeley sends Sock packing. So Sock's second at bat of the inning will be a strikeout. Ground ball over to the shortstop. Was thinking about whether or not she was going to go. Another base runner gets in for the Bulldogs. 8 on the inning. So Pinheiro gets on once again. Her first at bat of the inning, a walk. And Pinheiro going to take second. Second base is up for grabs if you're a Bulldog today. Reynoso up to bat for the Bulldogs. Reynoso drives one along the third base line, foul. Reynoso with a double in her last at bat. Seeley with the pitch. Trying to slow down the pace of this game. And delivers a second strikeout of the inning. Kate Johansson up to bat for the Dogs. 2 outs. 2 in scoring position. The pitch from Seeley just a bit high. 1-0 count. Kate with a long ball deep into left field. Johansson is going to round first and get to second. Both base runners in scoring position will make their way home. English looking at a 10-run inning here in the third. And a stand-up double for Johansson after a walk in her first at-bat of the inning. Ari LeBoy up to bat once again, a walk in her last at-bat. And Johansson going to steal third with glee. 2 outs here for the Dogs. Pitcher versus pitcher, 1 in scoring position. A 10-run inning here for Lynn English. 19 on the day. Malden trailing by a lot. The pitch from Seeley. Capless trying to keep control of that one, but doesn't need to as Seeley delivers the third strike and a third strikeout of the inning. Lynn English capitalizing once again with a 10-run inning. We'll be back with the top of the fourth. And we're back, top of the fourth. 19-1 lead for Lynn English over Malden. LeBoy surveying the batter up to bat for the Malden Golden Tornadoes. Burns O'Neill. Burns O'Neill playing at that third base position today, wearing number 6. Her first at bat, and now ground out to the third baseman for Lynn English. And hasn't seen the plate since the second inning. LeBoy with a handful of strikeouts so far today. And I got a count of 3 on the day so far. And the last few games we've seen LeBoy pitch. He's had pretty decent amount of strikeouts. Ground ball along the first base line will go foul before it hits the bag. Pop fly infield, falls right before the second base bag. Scooped up, and a great play by the shortstop out of Lit English, Kate Johansson. Forcing the out at first. Umel coming up to bat next for the Golden Tornadoes. Umel able to get on bag with a single in her first at bat. Hasn't been at the plate since the second inning. LeBoy surveying the batter, looking for the pitch that she wants from Pinheiro. Swing and a shot along the first base line, scooped up, and another force out at first. And an easy shot there for Anika Johnson. Sorry for the first baseman out of Lynn English. Ground ball over to the second baseman, slips through the legs of the Lynn English defense. And that error will be attributed to Martinez. So one out here. Umel gets on base with a single. Hatrine up to bat next for Malden. The pitch from LeBoy, a strike, and she's happy. So Gracie Malloy in at the first base position for the Dogs. Nice easy out for her last at bat. Second strike, Ari LeBoy happy with that one. Sorry, second strikeout, Ari LeBoy happy with that one. So her fourth of the day so far. Next up to bat, Abel. Abel playing in the left field position for Malden. Her last at bat, a ground out along the first baseline. The pitch from LeBoy, high and away. One on for the Golden Tornadoes at first base. Swing and fouled away. LeBoy gets the call from Pinheiro. Summing up the batter as she's about to deliver. Swing and a miss. Bringing the steam. Ari LeBoy. LeBoy trying to earn her fifth strikeout of the game so far. Sorry, fourth. And she'll get it. So Abel goes down swinging. And at the end of the top of the fourth, Lynn English still leading 19-1 over Malden. We'll be back with the bottom of the fourth. And we're back, bottom of the fourth. English leading 19-1 over the Malden Golden Tornadoes. And a substitution being made here in the fourth. Sanaya Patton up to bat. Patton in her junior year. Swings and gets a shot over to Sealy. Sealy got to scoop that one up and chuck her out at third. So 1 out. Patton's going to head back. And we got another pinch runner in. Looking for a number here. And English working in all their subs. A lot of righty batters, and that's not good for the voiceover announcer up in center field. Swing and a shot over the shortstop for the Malden Golden Tornadoes. And that's going to be Anika Johnson who's going to be heading back. Or number 23. You got a number on that, kid? No. Ashley Mercedes up to bat now for the Bulldogs. 2 outs for the Bulldogs here. 2 groundouts, the first baseline. Sealy with the pitch. A little too high for Kaplis. So Ashley Murillo Mercedes, the freshman out of Lynn English, getting her opportunity and an at-bat here for the Dogs. Receiving a little bit of extra coaching from both English coaches at the bags. Low and in the dirt. Sealy with the pitch. Swing and a miss. And Sealy, I think, with 5 strikeouts on the day so far. Was subbed out in the 3rd inning and then subbed back in. Three. And a fly along the first base line falls into the dirt, but picked up by Ramirez and tagged out at first. So a 3 up, 3 down inning for the Dogs. They'll get shut out that inning. And we'll be back with the top of the 5th. English leading 19-1 over Malden. Okay. Yeah, we're back. Top of the 5th. Mukasa up to bat for Malden. First pitch from LeBoy, right on the money. Mukasa subbing in here. Her first at bat of the day. Second pitch is a strike. LeBoy in the English dugout happy to boast that one. Mukasa awaiting the pitch from LeBoy. Gets the call from Pinero. Just a bit high. 1-2 count here. LeBoy delivering another strike in her 6th on the day so far. So we were wrong at the conclusion of the last defensive inning for English. 6 on the day for LeBoy. Malden with their second batter of the inning. Awaiting the pitch from LeBoy. And I think we're looking at Capless up at bat. Capless wearing 13. Tough to see the righties here from center field. LeBoy's second pitch, a strike. Catches are swinging. 2 balls, 1 strike. LeBoy with the pitch. Swing and a miss. So 2-2 count here. My apologies. LeBoy with 1 strikeout in the inning so far. Swings it deep into the third base line. Great heads-up play by the English defense to get Capless out at first. The English third baseman, Martinez. I'm sorry, Anika Johansson. Second time I've done that to you guys at home today. Reynoso, the next batter up for Malden. Kalidi up to bat for Malden. Kalidi playing in the shortstop position. Had a couple big plays in those first 2 innings against the Bulldogs to keep them at bay from scoring. So 2 outs here in favor of the Dogs. Kalidi with a walk in her last at-bat. A single and a strikeout in her first. LeBoy looking for a 7th of the day. And she'll send Kalidi walking once again. Haley Seeley up to bat next for Malden. Looks like they may be pinching. Making a substitution in here. We'll try to get a number for you. LeBoy with the pitch, just a bit outside. Pinero checking the base runner at first. So, I'm going to try this one here. Riva Deneria up to bat. Strikes one over to the third baseline. Ends up foul. So she'll head back to the bag. So Riva Deneria thought she was going to get on and push Capless up to the second base mark. But she's forced back to the plate to finish her at bat. And Pinero trying to pick off the base runner at first. And Malloy losing control of that one. Lucky for her, Malden base runner was a little reluctant to try to go to second. LeBoy with the pitch. Fly ball into center field. Gobbled up. Both base runners will advance. Oh, sorry, the batter will advance to first. And Kalidi will advance to second. So 2 outs here in favor of the Dogs. 2 on, 1 in scoring position. A pinch runner to come in for Rivadeneria. LeBoy getting the pitch from Pinero. Delivers the shot. Strike. LeBoy with the pitch. Just a bit low. 1-1 count. Swing right past the pitcher. One's going to come around. And Malden's going to get on in the 5th. Their second run of the day. So 19-2 in favor of Lynn English. LeBoy with the pitch. Drives it along to the short, so the second baseman cleaned up, and that'll be the 3rd out of the inning. Scoring a run here in the top of the 5th, Malden, and they're able to decrease their deficit, but not by much. Lynn English is going to walk away with the victory as we're seeing the mercy rule in effect. English coming out with 2 solid innings. The second inning, a 9-run inning, and the third inning, a 10-run inning. 6 strikeouts on the day for LeBoy. English is going to improve to a record of 4-3, and they got Medford next. I want to say thanks to our crew from Link Classical. We got Lyman and Joanna up in the perch today, bringing in these smooth and steady shots, and if it was anything other, please let us know. You can send me an email, DonahueS@LynnSchools.com. Sorry, org. Want to say thanks to you, our viewers, for tuning in. If you're watching on our Comcast and Verizon channels, you've been watching Lynn Educational Television, and we're bringing you GBL baseball. Lynn English is going to walk away with a 19-2 victory. Thanks for tuning in from the softball field here at Breed Middle School. I'm your announcer, Sean Donahue, wishing you all the best.